MVP. It's no joke when I ball niggas say I look like Jamal Murray. Step to the side.
What's the deal? Welcome back to Let the Audio Talk. It's your boy Shakir the Engineer
and Jupiter.
And we here, man. I'm gonna give my man Jupiter the floor to introduce our guest, but we got a special guest here. Boom, there you go.
All right, we got the illustrious, the miraculous, the motherfucking spectacular Spider-Man. No, I'm talking shit. Chris the Engineer, Skilla Baby Engineer, Tay B Engineer, nigga, other people that I don't know engineer.
A lot of motherfuckers engineers.
Yeah. Chris the Engineer is here with us today. Thank you. We're gonna edit in a clap or something right here.
Yeah, I fucked my fucking finger up, dog.
So let's do our check-in as we do. Let's start with you, Shakir. What's going on with you today? How your day going?
Shit, it's going good, but I fucked my finger up, so that's the only thing.
Yeah, we was hooping. And
nah, you wasn't stupid. Don't let this nigga lie to you. We running tonight?
We low-key can. I don't know. I gotta ask him. I gotta text him. I'll text him.
I got 8 gas pads. If it's not, I got
my knees.
I work. Shut your funny ass. Look. I work at the place that we can just hoop at all times.
My knees.
You running?
Nah, I have my basketball days behind me, bro.
Damn. When the last time you ran?
I think like 2 summers ago, bro.
Damn.
And I hurt my back, and I was like, "Yo,
it's
over."
So did you hoop in high school?
No, I wrestled and I played football in high school.
So wrestling, like a wrestling. So what is that about? Like
shit, just slamming niggas and pinning them, doing all that shit. But bro, wrestling was cool, man. I wish I did it like longer. You know what I mean? Because that was really my sport. I was naturally good at it. But it's some dogs out there that's been wrestling since they was like 3 years old, 4 years old. Like that's how early you can start that shit.
Yeah.
And then I realized I ain't that good. Like I'm strong, I'm big, but I ain't about to take it to college.
When did you start though?
My freshman year.
Yeah. But so it was a little late for you.
Yeah, it was real late. But I played football at Ferris for 1 year. But that was constant.
See, wrestling is, and now that you say that, wrestling is just like boxing. So boxing, you gotta start early. It's not something that you just dive into at 17, 22, 25 years old. Like that's something that you gotta actually.
And the people that do, it's like you naturally gifted. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? Like what Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, started at 23.
Youngest, I mean, old as hell for real. And what did 1 year, went to the Olympics, killed everybody. Look where you at. Yeah, boom, superstar.
That right hand though, but once you start going against a person like Tyson Fury that's been boxing his whole life.
You can see the technical difference in the way they fight.
Man,
you can see.
Because all he was relying on was a right hand.
Yeah.
Get your bitch ass on, nigga. And that right hand. First off, if I train for it and I'm known to be training for things that a fighter is used to doing, nigga, once the fight come, my instincts is already there. Boom, that right hand coming. Okay, cool. What is coming on? The left side.
Right. You already know. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
But
block
you raised that way for years, bro. You trained that way for years.
You can catch a nigga slipping because of that, though. I used to train with MMA for 2 years. Yeah, that shit was fire.
Damn,
it was at Mass Gym.
MMA is something
different.
How you like that?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, because as black men or me and Fury, we don't have a lot of places where we can like express our aggression.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
I noticed hooping. Bro. It was a limitation.
Yeah.
Because like hooping, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta be friendly
and aggressive at the same time.
Because you don't want the shit to go too far.
And then it's a stereotype too. Like, the black stereotype of, they can't play basketball without fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing too. Like
and I think that should get jumped bro.
It's just like, it's so stupid, though. We just hooping, bro.
It's a foul, bro. It was intentional.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to score. But yeah, with MMA, it was cool, bro. Like one thing I did notice, and this might sound crazy, is I like the feeling that I get when I get hit and when I punch a nigga.
Yeah.
It's a certain feeling that I get when
adrenaline.
It's like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? And then when I dodge, it's like, I don't know, bro. It was just, I loved it, bro.
So what was your style? What did you like?
I would say I was definitely kickboxer.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And I seen his stance, because his stance is here, and then bam, he go for the leg kick. Right? Because the leg kick, it'll distract you, right? As us growing up in the city, right? We always used to see a nigga get throwing that leg and shit. But the way he threw it though was not the same. So that's how I knew, like, all right, bro had a little bit of training somewhere. Let me see what
What made you stop though?
Money.
Yeah.
The pandemic. So look, during the pandemic, we skipped check-in too, but I fuck with this. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with where we going. But during the pandemic, we got all that money. That's when I started doing, like we talked about outside of the shrooms and shit. I started really like realizing myself. So I was like, man, I always wanted to do kickboxing as a kid in Taekwondo. Let me do it now. So I became my parent. I put myself in all the classes that my mom couldn't afford. The MMA, nigga, I went skydiving. I bought studio equipment. So, yeah.
That's the best part of being an adult, doing all the things that you couldn't do when you was young.
Bingo.
So what's been going on with you, bro? You been good? Everything all right?
Shit, me and him was at the rec, and bitch. No, I'm just playing.
If that's gonna be the night, I'm there for sure. I got my hand. My hand fucked up, but I still can.
It might be.
Don't get it twisted.
We said on the pod we was gonna record it, right? We was gonna record it.
He said I'm bringing the camera tonight.
And when I, bitch,
it's all good.
Crazy.
No, I can't wait to see what the fuck I look like doing that dumb shit. Life been good, man. I took my baby to chess club with me the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really dope.
Did she like it?
She
like what you like, nigga. Did she like?
She liked the pieces. She liked grabbing the pieces and trying to eat them.
Okay, well that means she liked it.
At least she occupied.
Well, look, she made friends though. The crazy part, even though she 8 months, the kids they was probably like 3, 4, 6 and shit, but they was actually interacting. It's interesting to see kids when they come together, how they respond to each other. They was like very fascinated with her, and she was reaching out for them. Then one of the girls was like, "Can I hold her?" And you know, kids dirty. They got nasty hands. They got them toddler hands. So I was like, "No, you can't hold her." But it was nice to see them interact. They was trying to be peekaboo and shit. That was cool, man. So
I'm gonna give you G. I'm probably gonna be a father that'll be like, "Oh shit, I gotta think too hard. Should I say yes to this kid? Because you never know if they gonna be like, oh, why can I not?
It's gonna be a bad memory,
and I gotta be sitting here and be like, well, I gotta explain why you can't because you're too small and
You might drop it.
Like, you know what I mean? But you a good person to say no.
I looked at her though for a second. I ain't gonna lie, I looked and I was like, I'm gonna have to say no.
Yeah, you got to.
And she was like, okay.
You got to.
First off, I don't even know you.
Right. No, facts. I didn't even think about the sickness thing. I was just thinking about, you might drop my fucking baby.
Yeah.
But so how's things going in your life, bro?
Bro, going great. Booked and busy, man. Just trying to, branch out and do some other things. But, same thing, just grinding every day.
The grinding is the best thing to do. Definitely. So let's say, how's your engineering journey, right? Like, how's that been for you, and how long have you been doing engineering?
I've been engineering 6 years. It's been a long journey. It's been many, many different twists and turns, but I think it's still going good. It could be a whole lot better, but it's good. I'm very fortunate where my career has taken me and who, it's placed me around. So yeah, I mean, recording all the way from a microphone, a snowball microphone, and then to now I'm in a studio with a CL1B every day, using that. It's been nice. I've been fortunate, bro.
I still ain't even used that yet.
Bro, get on it, man.
Yeah.
Get on it.
What?
The CL1B.
The CL1B.
Bro, they got some shit now that I've been researching. Everything's modded now, right? So the Warm, their clone of the CL1B, right? They ship it off to some company, and then they'll put the same tubes in there and then send it back to you.
Oh.
So it's like you getting a step closer to it, but it's still not the exact same.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of companies like that I fuck with. Like another company, they do the same thing for the Sony, the CA800? They'll take the clone of that, put the tubes, like the Sony tubes in there, give it the same battery pack the thing that sticks out, and then ship it back to you.
See, but that's the thing about the Sony, right?
Yeah.
Sony aren't even, in my opinion, remotely good in like audio products.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you used the C800?
I was about to say you got.
Yeah. Like, as in I heard it.
Right,
I have not
yeah,
used it.
Right,
So
right,
different.
okay.
I've heard it.
Nigga, that's Drake's favorite.
Yeah,
Right,
bro,
to you.
everybody
Can I
say
keep a
that's
stack
the
with
goat.
y'all?
Yeah.
I think J. Cole engineered and what he used and what I've studied and what he used and what, because I noticed that, yeah, he used exactly like, okay, he recorded in different studios. So he has different equipment and everything like that. Because Cole engineer is him and it's an Asian guy. I gotta remember his name. But if I'm not mistaken, he has his own studio and everything, but he records in different mini studios, right? I noticed that in his studio, it's the same sound still. You can tell because the different artists that you work with, like Khaled, you know what I mean? You work with like, what's the other artist's name? And I don't want to, let me run out the time. But what I'm saying is, let's put it like this, right? Every time I hear a difference in something and I go and research it, I notice the difference. Right. So I'm not saying like that, fuck all that. Right. I'm saying like this is from what I like. Yeah, right. It's like I've noticed Sony products isn't the best in audio because anything that specializes in something, Sony don't specialize in anything. They're a fucking company.
But I don't know, bro. They make
good product. No, this is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
And
they don't. You're right about the audio thing. They don't specialize in audio.
Right. So, and this is where I say, for instance, you take let's say, AKG, let's say Snowball, Road. Those specialize in
audio equipment. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say to me like. That's like I like that and I like it because I like Audio Technica. Yeah. Like nigga, that's the cheapest of the audio shit, right?
It's been around, I think, a very long time as well.
Too, yeah.
Right, but it's still the cheapest low scale for somebody to be an artist and be like, yo, I need to pay for my own at home setup. Right. But now I'm getting. I wanted it to still be like I'm at the studio sound. Right. I wouldn't say go for Audio Technica, but. Shit, that's a good starter kit if you're learning how to mix yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think what helps Sony with that is because of Sony's catalog and them being such a big like label and Sony Music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's probably what helps him so much as far as like being able to sell a microphone that high. That's probably, like you said, probably not even as good. Cause I think it's hard to beat a Neumann U87, bro. At like, you know what I'm saying? It's expensive, but compared to 10,000,
it's like
3,600.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Neumann
so it's quarter of the price.
Yeah. And it handles everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can throw that at an 87 that it can't tackle. In my opinion, you know.
No, and that's real.
Yeah. I think most people would agree with you.
Yeah. So it's just like it's not worth it. Really, it's just not worth it. But I just like that it's options available if you want to just fuck around with that sound. Like a lot of people talk to me about the mic modeling. Like I think Slate got that, and I can hear the difference between songs, and that shit dope. You know what I'm saying? But I fuck with the emulation and it just being other options. You know what I mean? It helped people get accustomed to a different sound. You know what I'm saying? Like once people start messing with real equipment, bro, and start understanding like that's the wave, man. It's just like mind opening for real.
Now that you talk about real equipment, right? So what is the equipment that you would say you love to work with? So from the mic to the interface to outboard gear.
I'm a UAD head, bro. Like everything's UAD. Gotta stay universal. I can't. I've thought about switching to the new Carbon with Pro Tools, but I'm just loyal to them.
It's not necessary.
It's not.
It's just more money.
Yeah, they do everything I need to. So what's the point? But I have a CL1B at home, and I have one at the studio. So that's always a must. I have a Neve at home, a Neve at the studio. But I did get the API, was it the 251? Or no, I'm sorry, not the API 251. It's one of the preamps I just got, but I got with the Acme compressor because I'm trying to get a lunchbox setup. Yeah. So when I travel, got that my Apollo Twin. But I'm an analog snob, man.
I was about to ask you, so you prefer analog over digital?
I refuse to go digital.
Me too.
I can't do it.
Yeah, me too.
And
the reason why is because analog will give you that pure sound because now I can sit there and manipulate it. Even, say for instance, we're doing punch-ins. Mm-hmm. That nigga gonna sit there for at least a good 30 seconds to where I can notice what I gotta change in that vocal.
Right.
I can go there, but hold on.
Yeah.
Cause it's the same thing with digital, but digital, you gotta record it first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then change it. You can't change it before the recording come in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's already the frequency that's coming into the mic.
Right.
So it's like from digital, it's just you manipulating the sound. So with that, it's just,
Have you used so you got the Vault here, right? Mm-hmm. You use the Twin?
I've used it before, yeah.
So have you used compressors on the console?
Yeah.
So that's the only way that's similar to like the closer. Yeah, it's the exact same thing. But I just hate having to switch through the screen and it's right there. It's so much easier just reaching out.
Yeah. I'm all in the box.
Yeah.
I'm definitely an advocate for it in the box. I think it's a good
thing though, because the reason being, if all else fails, if you don't have analog gear, you'll still be good. So it's not. I'm just a snob, that's all.
I tell people that. So I want to ask y'all the future of engineering. This is a question that I've been thinking about probably for the last few days. Where do you see the future of engineering going? Because we're almost at the precipice of analog and digital practically sounding identical. So now we're at a point where it's not, I'm digital because it's more convenient or it sounds better, or I'm analog because it sounds better and I can't replicate that sound. Nigga, we can listen to a mix, all three of us. We can even have motherfucking Mike Dean in this motherfucker, Dave Pensado, and we'll all sit down and be like, was this mixed with all analog gear or was this mixed with all digital? And none of us probably will be able to really tell. So where the fuck are we at in terms of the future of engineering?
Well, I think as far as that goes, it's nothing like the original. And the thing is, when you record analog, though, you get away with a lot more. If you got a rapper that's hella loud, it's going to distort regardless. You know what I'm saying? If he's super loud, just loud in general, she just got a very boisterous
you can turn
voice.
The preamp down. That
as much as you want, he's still loud. Yes. Now, and if you do that with the CL1B, he won't distort. You know what I mean? And that's really what it is.
That's one thing I noticed about your mixes, bro. Yeah. Sometimes I thought to myself, I'm like, damn, after the class, I'm like, some of that shit was a little hot.
Yeah.
It was a hot going in, but I'm like, why the fuck I'm not hearing the distortion like I would anywhere else in digital?
Yes. It's because of analog. And also, too, that's some of my style as an engineer. And
that's one thing I learned from the class, too.
Yeah.
You can record hot, and then low-key can be sound fire.
But you got to know what you're doing.
You
got to know what you're doing. Like, I'm a big green person, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm recording loud and hot, but as long as my signals are green and that obviously using your ears. Obviously. But as long as that signal is like just there, bro.
It can peek out a little bit, just a little bit. But as long as that bitch sound good.
Yeah, but you want that kind of, at least in my style of mixing and recording, you want that so the vocals help cut through. Yes. I try to use less EQ and less processing as possible.
Yes.
Because my clients and the artists that I've worked with like to keep their vocals as natural as possible. I'm sure if I worked at a city in LA or a city like Atlanta, I feel like their standards of recording and mixing are a bit higher, but that's also because of the sound, bro. Like in Detroit, it's gritty out here. You know what I'm saying? It comes through in the music.
Nigga, artist told me my mix was too clean.
Yeah, bro, I got that. Man, that's crazy.
And
bro.
I'm like, ain't that what you want?
Right.
But I had to understand. Nigga, I had to listen, and I was like, bro, send me. I said, send me a song.
No, come to
that you want me to like, so I can reference mix.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I listen to this bitch. I'm like, this shit ass. Yeah. So you want me to be ass, nigga? Yeah. But I understood really what he was going for is subjective.
Yes.
And that's where, I mean, with the future of engineering, I'm seeing this shit is so subjective, bro. You got AI mixing and mastering out here. You got niggas like us somewhere, you know what I'm saying, in the middle. Then you got the pros, the super pros. So do y'all think AI is gonna be the standard?
Fuck no.
In terms of
you bugging.
Is AI
that shouldn't even been a question, nigga.
Will AI become so integrated into the studio that we're more so engineers for AI?
Hasn't been integrated into the studio yet.
I don't think nobody really like that shit.
And that's a counter question. Has it been integrated into the studio?
I would say
yet?
It has.
How? Tell me, because I haven't used it.
I mean, not on a grand scale, but yes, Ozone is the first step for sure. But then you also got like all these websites that do like the e-mastering.
Lander.
But what is Ozone though? You just can't. It's not like Lander though.
No, it's not. You gotta
actually engineer it to get the sound.
They do help out a lot.
They get you
a lot.
Yeah, but it's still a plug-in that you have to function. So I look at AI as something that you just throw in like Lander, throw in and that shit do it for you.
But shit, that's what you do there. You throw in the song, throw it on the bus, push the, you know what I'm saying, push the button. And it do it for you.
Now look, there's AI. You can use AI just to do everything. Like with ChatGPT, I type in there an outline, like the studio outline I sent you. Mm-hmm. I typed in that bitch. I typed in the general information, and then I said, make this better.
Right.
Or I was like, make this. I was like, make this better. Yeah. And it did, nigga. Right. So I use AI to really enhance versus like do it for me.
I think, okay.
See where I'm going with it now?
Go ahead.
I mean, all right. So I guess you would have to show me what you mean by that as far as like using AI to enhance musically.
Is it 30 minutes?
As opposed to just anything else. Because I don't know, what do you mean enhance? Like, in what way?
I think the way AI can be used to enhance is this. Let's say you got hella clients.
Okay.
And I'm thinking pretty far in the future, but not really, because you see how technology boom, 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 boom. Since you've been doing this, y'all both been doing this around the same time. I'm newer out of y'all two. Right. I only been doing it for about 3 to 4 years. Right. But even in my time, I've noticed how I saw a plug-in, you got to manually set the attack and release. What if I had an AI assistant? Think about it. I have an AI assistant that'll edit the clips for me, that'll add the fades for me. And we already have very subtle things like that. If I doing Pro Tools, I think it's like, I forgot what it was, but strip silence.
Strip silence is one.
That's a form of AI.
But is that, I was about to, that's literally where I'm about to go. Yeah. Is it a click of a button, or is it something that you still have to? That feature
is, the strip silence is, but also like, okay, if you're using fades, you still have to use your ears to know like exactly where you want it. Cause they had probably put it in a place where like, why the fuck would you put it right do that? Here?
It's not very human.
And that's the part, that's the whole element to music that just won't go away. It's just like, it's not a human really putting that shit there. And really understand where it's supposed to feel at. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the element of music that AI just can't replicate.
See?
So,
this is why I say AI will never ever take over.
It has to have a soul, and it don't.
People.
The reason I don't disagree, but for the sake of the conversation to move it forward, I'm gonna play devil's advocate because there's a part of me that do see AI not because I wanted to, but because it's not us that control that shit.
Yes, it is.
It is, but it isn't because right now, bro, Drake just dropped that fucking disc. And he used Tupac voice.
And guess who came for him? Tupac fucking estate.
It's gonna be a real problem. That's just gonna be a huge problem.
Guess what? There was many problems when Juice WRLD used the sample.
Yes.
He blew up off of it. Okay, they came
and
up.
And guess whose estate approved of it?
Yes, but guess what, bro? There was just recently an artist got sued for sampling this song. And normally, the label don't win. The label won. Now, granted, there's a backstory. They was trying to contact them or whatever. But the point is that I think the powers that be and also the consumers, they don't care about that shit.
No, I agree with
that. They don't give a fuck. They want music now, nigga. I agree with so if I could type in Drake voice and I can have him say, fuck so-and-so, that nigga a bitch.
But
it's gonna happen.
But it's not gonna last because it's not real, bro.
You see, boom. You see how you say
real thing.
So let's go to fast food as an example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fast food is not real food, right? If we gonna say how it's manufacturing, or how it's packaged,
we know that shit ain't
whatever
real.
the case may be.
Taco shitty.
Right.
Exactly, right? It's Taco Hell. You got McDevil's, you got Taco Hell.
No, you're right.
No.
What is Arby's? What is Arby's?
I don't know. I would just keep it G. That's just all the old heads told me. You got McDevil's, Taco Hell, Burger King is something else, right? So, but put it like this, right? You got fast food, and that shit is real, like. It feel like
process.
Real food.
Ultra process.
Right. But it feel like real food, though. It tastes like real food.
Right.
It's like, nigga, I'm able to eat it. It's real. Like, nigga, all I gotta wait is about 5 to 10 minutes to get this shit.
Yeah.
Like, we waiting at a restaurant. Our food come out less than what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
We like, oh, shit.
Right.
This is good service.
You know what I'm saying? Good service. But really, I'd rather my food actually be cooked 10 minutes,
Grandma
15.
take about, she started at noon, nigga. We might eat at 3.
You feel what I'm saying?
She really started last night, actually.
Exactly, because them collard greens got to be soaked.
Right.
They
You
got to
feel
clean,
me?
yeah.
Exactly. So put it in that perspective of fast food.
Yeah.
I look at AI as fast food because when you got an engineer that actually can just sit there and this is the thing, you take and this ain't no like no jab or anything, right? You take about what? Maybe max 30 minutes for a mix?
It depends. If I'm mixing in a session, bro, I probably take, I ain't gonna lie, 10 minutes and we move on to the next song.
Okay. How about you?
Maximum 30.
Okay. So with me,
if I'm sitting down, it depends.
So with me, I know, and that's what I've been always telling you. With me, I always know I can get a mix done within 30 minutes to an hour, right? But guess what? Nigga, I know I can get the most of my mix within 2 hours, 3 hours, because now I'm sitting on it, chilling on it, I'm hearing it, be able to process it before he take it in. Because guess what? I already know the nigga gonna send me revisions regardless, but now I know it's gonna be less revisions because I didn't speed through it. Right. Because now take AI, it just speeds through it. You get about 20 minutes of something that you can wait for, and whatever the case may be, to actually process. Oh, this file gonna take 20 minutes to be able to be created to, you know what I mean? However long AI take, right? Because that's what fast food is.
AI might take less than, but.
Exactly. So I wouldn't, so just for an artist, but Drake, take for an example, he actually wrote the lyrics and put it into AI to put it into that person's voice. But at the same time, it's not organic still because it's not coming from who?
Now,
the
also
actual
too,
person.
You gotta have an engineer to put the music on the beat. The AI is not rapping to the beat. You know what I'm saying? He's saying the words, but that engineer still has to put it to the beat. Now, when AR start rapping to the beat, we in trouble.
Bro, that take time.
Look.
We in trouble. That's gonna be crazy.
It doesn't. And here's why. Back in 2014, I think his name, the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah. Yep.
will.i.am.
Yeah, will.i.am.
He had a program even back then where he programmed his voice into this machine, and all he had to do was type in what he wanted to say. That was in 2014. The technology is already here. I'm really probing just to see where y'all niggas at, but I'm letting you know now it's gonna happen. Now, are we gonna regress back to tradition? Of course. That's just how societies go. We advance, then we crash. We advance, then we crash. But the reason why I make so fast is because what do our clients want?
Fast food.
Most of the time, these niggas want fast food. So fast food clients, what you gonna get? Fast food, because that's what you're paying for. Mm-hmm. If you have celebrity clients or you have high-end clients, what they gonna get? They gonna get a high-end service.
Right.
But even, I looked into NBA YoungBoy engineer. That nigga said by the time he hit the end of the song, YoungBoy like, all right, next song. And sometimes he don't even have enough time to go back and remix it because
he wanted it already out.
He like, nigga, I want to drop that bitch. So the standard of music is changing.
Yeah, but put it like this, right? You got different artists like YoungBoy. You remember I was saying, like, is it the area that we talk about? So say for instance, when I said, what was the last part when I brought up the fact that we have different boom. say for instance, no, it wasn't your pod. My bad. It wasn't our pod. It was Get Active Song. Shout out to Distant Regards, by the way. I had asked that, is it, so say for instance, you have the Dan Schneider scenario, right? And you got P. Diddy scenario.
Okay.
Right? So why is Dan Schneider not being more publicized? Right?
I don't even know what he do.
See?
That's crazy.
You feel what I'm saying?
You know what happened?
But you know what Diddy did.
I for sure know what Diddy did.
Because it's been happening for so many years. It's been publicized in our community, right? So that's my question. Is it because that is it certain communities that we are in that's why we are so aware of it?
I think because we all know Diddy, the whole world know Diddy. Don't nobody know who the fuck Dan Schneider is. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know who he is outside of the kids who might have seen him or knew who. Like even watching those shows, Drake and Josh, when he played, he was the manager. He was the manager in Good Burger.
He was.
Okay,
I didn't know who the fuck Dan Schneider was. I didn't know that was him. You know what I'm saying? I knew who the fuck P. Diddy was growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I think as a culture, as in America, I think we all are just more invested, you know what I'm saying, like into it because we know him. We are more familiar with him. We care about the Dan Schneider situation, yeah, but it's just this Diddy shit. We've been talking about this for years. It's like he been playing.
Brewing.
Yeah, bro. He been playing peekaboo with us. Like the what was it? The Drink Champs interview. I like that, Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like we all knew he was weird and just into some different shit. But now it's like.
We know.
What would we say? The year 8, bro. The year of truth, bro. Everything coming out.
Tell me about that. What
the year 8,
bro.
Well, it's a karma. It's like everything you put into the world is gonna come back. It's either gonna create you or it's gonna destroy you. So the Ouroboros is like the snake eating his own tail. So humans, the way we work, bro, as far as my understanding, nigga, we reap what we sow.
Yes.
It's not karma ain't in my mind. Karma ain't like, all right, I'll smack a nigga, I'm gonna get smacked back.
Right.
Nah, if I just live a pure life, I'm gonna reap the seeds, the benefits that I sow.
Of what comes.
The fruit is just gonna come as I planted these seeds.
So, and that's the thing about what I've always been believing in, right? I understand that because what you just said, because I can put myself in a position and be like, man, it's everything. You was the reason that I chose that position to put myself in. Like,
type shit.
Nigga, he was just an influence.
Right.
It's up to me to actually make that decision.
Right.
It's up to self. Yeah. So everything coming full circle. And to bring that back to AI, I think
it's coming full circle.
I think that what's going to happen is, and I could be wrong.
No, you good.
The seeds that we planting right now, as a society, we want fast music. We want fast content. We want fast everything. It's garbage.
It's garbage. Because NBA Youngboy, I'm gonna give it to you. Every song that he dropped is not cold.
You see what I'm saying?
Can I tell you some stories I heard about him, bro?
Go ahead.
All right, so I've worked with an engineer in Atlanta, and he knew an engineer that worked with him.
Right? Yeah.
And he was like, bro, the whole time, he said the first thing Youngboy said was, hey, y'all got some white engineers? And he was like, no, why? And he was like, cuz, like, every time I work with a black engineer, he always got something to say about my music. Damn. And then I done seen some videos. With him with just white engineers. But I'm sure he works with some black ones, so I ain't gonna put that on him. But that was just a story. So I'm like, all right, that's red flag number 1. And then he was like, bro, the whole session, dog, just like he's sitting in the chair and he just standing over him the whole time. And I'm just like, damn, but he give me weird vibes. So I kind of believe it for you.
So you want to know why I feel that way? Now that you say that, is because, no offense, last night, like I had a white guy during my session. And he was, and I don't really know him, but I know of him, so I was just like, fuck it. He waiting, whatever, that's my guy at this point. Like, my session just gonna have to be cool with it because I authority of it. But I let him know, like, yo, if they want you to get out,
you gotta get the fuck out.
But at the same time, once they came out and I was like, yo, this is my guy, and once they hear my voice come out and say this is my guy, they be like, okay, I want to stay. But put it in his perspective, he was saying things like, yo, I think he could do that better. My bad. I'm sorry. Reverse that. He was saying that I think I like that. I was saying I think he could do that better. Right. And if you look at it in the perspective of understanding, because we have a connection to music. Yeah. They understand music, but we have a connection. So we have, just like how people have a feeling.
I agree with that, bro. I agree with that shit.
They have a feeling.
I can tell.
And I have a feeling too. That's why I fucking want to, you know what I'm saying? Want to make sure you get every take you have, the right take, because I'm going to sit there and be like, yo, redo that. Right. And if you do 50 takes of saying I'm going to want to redo it, I'm going to agree. Right. Unless I don't. I'll be like, yo, no, that's it. That's it right there. Don't keep that. I want to redo it. Nigga, keep that shit. I'm telling you, that bitch hard, bro. Just go on to the next line. Go on to the next verse. But if you want to keep combating with me, then I'm going to let you do your thing. But once I noticed when he was like, "No, that was cool," I sat there and I was like, "Nah, that ain't it." Right. Only reason is because we done did this take about 3-4 times. I heard it how he wanted to do it. Yeah. First off, it wasn't that he started off, because you know how when somebody do their first take, like
they kind of trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Right, but most of the time figuring out is what they want to do.
What they wanted.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
You kind of get it on the first try sometimes.
Yeah. So I always go off of warm-ups, bro. Mm-hmm. And that's why I go back to saying like, yo, always, people of the world, always go, when you're an engineer, always try to do level checks. Yes. It's because you get the feeling, you get the emotion, and you get the frequency.
Yes.
Okay?
I approve that message.
I approve it
for real. Because if you don't, motherfuckers will sit there and be like, bro, how this sound? Yeah. And now you sitting there like, I'm just making money.
Right.
I'm just making money and I'm just trying to mix this whatever I get. Last night, nigga, I literally had to go in the booth to pull up the mic because I was noticing he was sitting down and this nigga was too far away from the mic, first off, because I noticed, the pop filter is a different distance.
And it's never gonna sound right then.
They think the pop, sometimes, I don't know if y'all artists know that, but y'all think the pop filter is the fucking mic. It's not.
That never happened to you, bro? That never happened to you? Bro, that happened to me so often, dog.
Because they will come up to the pop filter because that's why I put the pop filter at a certain distance because I know it's because, nigga, if you're going to be extra loud and I notice that, I can be like, oh shit, I got the pop filter too close, first off. I can bag this bitch up because now he can just be up to the pop filter and try to rap his shit. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I ain't got no pop filter. So I'm trying not to be too... You know what I mean? Too close to this mic.
I want to touch on what you was getting at, though, because it's like, I noticed... First of all, when I first got into engineering, I thought white engineers dominated the space. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought it was...
High end.
Yeah. I thought it was like all white engineers really did this shit. So I'm like, damn, I'm black. Because before that, I was studying psychology, right? So I want to be a psychologist. And at that time, I ain't see a lot of black psychologists, nigga. You feel me? So same thing I'm applying to engineering. It's a very specialized thing. But not really. It's general, but it's specialized at the same time. So I'm like, okay, but I got a connection to music. I don't have the expertise, but I got a connection. So what I started peeping was there is a difference in how white engineers go about things and black engineers to a degree. Yeah. But to go even further is really just the expertise. Mm-hmm. So the reason why he probably asking for white engineers is, one, they probably don't make music. Right. Their connection to music is more so from an engineering perspective. And I can say...
Technical.
And I can say now that I've been doing this shit for 3 to 4 years, I listen less to lyrics. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't even hear a nigga lyrics.
You're right. You're right.
I'm looking at levels.
Annoyed too with that shit. Yeah, it's just like, bro, that's I understand why that's annoying you, but that's not my job, bro. My job is to make sure that what you're saying sounds good and the levels is right, bro. Fit in the mix, bro. Yeah.
Well, you want me to be your best friend, your hype man,
all that shit in one, bro.
Come on, bro. That's like me telling my girl, nigga, I want you to be my best friend, my wife, my sex doll, nigga. I want you to cook, I want you to clean, I want you to do everything. God damn, when she gonna get a break?
See, and that was the same scenario last night for me too, bro. A nigga had asked me, he was like, How that sound? At first, I was like, nigga, that bitch sound hard, right? As in intensity.
And it's like, how many times I gotta say that though?
Every time, you know what I mean? Like I was like, yo, this actually is the one, right? He was like, nah, what I said. I was like, I sat there, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even hear what the fuck. I ain't even, no, I heard what you said, I didn't process.
Right.
I didn't process what you said because I can hear a word, pop, 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 but I'm not processing how you saying it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because once I hear like, I killed the nigga last night.
Yeah.
Process that. How I just say it right there. Does it sound like I was joking or it sound like I was like serious?
Sound like you serious.
Right. So, but if I say, nigga, I swear to God, I killed the nigga last night, bro.
Yeah, I don't believe that. Nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? But that's a different type of feeling.
I ain't got a beat to listen to, though. I ain't looking at levels, so I can really process. Nigga, I process that quite well.
Right, but I got a beat in front of me. You know what I'm saying?
I got all these fucking knobs.
You're checking for
But if
tones.
I do it like this, bro, I swear to God, like, I promise you, I killed the nigga. Like I'm not playing with you, bro.
Tone, yes.
Yeah, checking the tones.
Like, Juke, I'm not playing. Like, something bad happened last night, bro.
Hey, nigga, you should be an actor.
Like, something bad.
This
like,
nigga. Hey, y'all don't see
yo,
it.
like, yo.
He did just switch it up.
I'm telling you, like, something bad happened last night.
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me, nigga. It's the tone. He felt how I was giving it off.
It really did make me feel away. I was like, bro, chill.
It was delivery. So once you have that delivery, I'm not listening to what the fuck you saying. It's the expression.
I crossed that nigga. That's what happened last night, nigga. Yeah,
my finger fucked up. Yeah. No, nigga, a fucking ball hit my goddamn finger.
Sham God, nigga.
You know what it's called. That's all. It just popped the finger. That's all. It just happened. You try to get a rebound ball. That's what happened. That's all.
That's not what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
I was like, I punched that bitch. I East bait on your
How the hell would that? How the hell would my finger get like that if that happened?
Cause nigga, you tried to jump with a real nigga.
But you was going here to get up here. By the time I would have, my instincts would have been trying to stop you from going under your legs.
No. Your instinct, right? I don't know why your instinct was this, but you tried to block the ball, nigga, and I threw your ass in the rim with the ball, nigga. And you failed with that
It's all good. 101 is coming and that footage is coming.
Hey, I gotta see the footage.
I'm setting the play up now.
It's
all
good. But guess what? That footage ain't gonna come into my finger, right? Because I don't want no excuses. Right. I swear to God, I don't. I don't want to be like, yo, this nigga beat me. I got a bad finger.
No, I understand that
all
too.
Good. Because I can beat you on a bad finger, period.
Fucking spicy.
I can beat you on a bad finger.
I'm looking at imagination. Your shit vast.
And it's okay. You still in the fantasy draft.
No.
You still in the fantasy draft. It's okay.
You whole ass nigga.
It's okay.
I could have got drafted.
It's
though.
okay, Jordan.
For niggas that know.
It's all right.
Well, with that white engineer thing, bro,
let me stop making
with that white engineer shit, man. It's like they good. You right. They real good at what they do on the upper echelon. They really. It's just I've had
upper echelon is the craziest word.
It kind of is though, but
I mean, because that's where they up.
Who else is owning $1 Million Studios?
Mixed by Ali. I mean, we got some.
Ali is not white, bro.
On the ratio.
Black as hell.
I'm saying, yeah. It's more white high end engineers than black high end engineers.
Yeah, for sure.
I would agree.
So that's
Miss
what I mean.
Is definitely one.
Yeah. I'm not saying that we not there, but on a scale.
But can I keep it G? As you say that, yes, because I had two different engineers that I emulated. Right. One that I actually was mentored by, and one that I emulated, right? As or what's the right word? Was inspired. Yeah, inspired by, right? You had White Mike in the city of Detroit, right? But I know he worked with plenty of artists, but that's at Royal House Studios.
Right.
And then you got Ivy Duncan. That's at Mix Factory, right? So Ivy Duncan was my
I like
mentor.
that you pick people from here, though.
Yeah, I like that you did that too.
Right, but Ivy is my mentor.
Okay.
It's a nigga that I studied under.
Real person.
Somebody that I heard, had conversations with and everything to try to figure out and watched him mix. Like, this nigga came in my session, changed up my whole template. Like, I was like,
how'd that happen?
And you got to just sit back and be like, damn.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah. I never knew this.
So what happened was had an artist, I can't remember his name. Sorry if shouting you out, but it's not a bad experience, but it's just no, for real. Like, it's just a learning experience. It was just a learning experience. So he just wasn't like too fine with the sound, right? And he already came from a studio that he wasn't too fine with the sound already. So I'm already competing with your ear.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm trying to make sure that shit my shit sound better than that, and it sound good for your ear.
Right.
So I'm competing with two different things right now. So he was just like, this shit good, bro, but it ain't all the way there. You know what I mean? Like, it's all right. Other battery over there, my brother. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't all the way there, but it's straight. So he go, damn, bro, what can I do to get it? You know, what can you do to get it there? I was working. You know what I mean? Doing what I need to do, throwing everything that I need to throw on there.
Was this like your first year? Like, you know how they had like
one of my first sessions. Yep. One of my first sessions.
Yeah, this was
one of my first sessions at Mix Factory. You know what I'm saying? It's one of many. So it was just like my first couple sessions went great. This was my first mishap. You feel me? So put it like that. So boom. So session run through because we got through the song by the end. So I'm trying to do my little mix because mind you got to pay for mix and mastering at Mix Factory regardless, right? Which I got the same template for. So he like, yo, he go upstairs because I'm still mixing. You know what I'm saying? He go upstairs. So I noticed like, this nigga went upstairs. What he go upstairs for?
Like, why he leave?
Yeah, why he go upstairs? So I, boom, he come back downstairs. Boom, I finish the song. I walk out so he can listen to the song. So boom, I go upstairs and ask the front desk, like, what? Do you just
and you can kind of feel something. Oh, you can feel the tension. He not saying something.
Yeah. So I'm like, did he just come up here? They like, yeah. I'm like, what do you say? They like, he asking for another engineer and shit like that. I'm like, all right, what happened? So boom, I go downstairs. I'm like, what's good? So I asked him. I'm like, what's good? And he like, man, this shit is just not, it ain't sounding right now. It ain't sounding right now, bro. It ain't sounding right. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just sit back. Boom, we go upstairs because he's still kind of complaining to the front desk. So boom, IV come downstairs. He fucking, in my opinion, he nigga throw the best mix, simple mix you could ever do. All he did was boop, 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 bop, bop, bop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Make this clear, mesh this in if you want to put it in simple terms, right?
I mean, yeah.
So I'm sitting here like, damn, because now I'm like, this shit actually sound better than what I just did, right?
And he did less.
He did way less. So he guess what bro said? I still don't like it.
Oh, that's crazy. No
that's
way.
What taught
it's just
me.
him, bro.
Yeah, that's what taught
way.
me. And that's what taught me, like, bro, these motherfuckers gonna like what they like. And with the NBA
And
young boy
you know what's
situation,
crazy?
it ain't about white or black. It's just about these motherfuckers gonna like what they like.
He couldn't describe even what he liked.
Yep.
And so my goal, like we do the engineering classes, right? The whole idea is to give some of these artists that's recording themselves the terminology. So a nigga really know how to describe to your engineer, hey, that reverb sound muddy. Can you EQ the reverb?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And when I described yesterday in my class what a bell curve is.
Yeah.
If you look at the symbol, right, you got the line and then you got the circle on the top and bottom. It's literally a bell that can be amplified or de-amplified, basically turned up or turned down. And it's literally that simple. A high shelf, it's a shelf and it goes like this or it goes down.
Right.
So it's a low, or you can boost or you can cut. And it's literally that simple, but it seems so crazy. So
to the casual.
Even to some engineers I've met where it's like, we know what to do, but we don't know why. There's a difference. So, and I'm trying to bridge the gap, even for myself. When I went to school for this shit and everything, I was trying to bridge the gap between how do I know what to do, how to do it, but also why. So, nigga, I started researching the history of plugins. Why the CL or the 2A was even created. Nigga, like it was created during World War I or II or whatever to compress walkies because niggas dying on the fucking mic and it's blowing niggas' eardrums. When you understand that, you like, damn, okay, So a compressor turns things, it makes things closer in dynamics. What is dynamics? The difference between loud and quiet. You see what I'm saying? But a nigga can't describe that to their engineer. They gonna think you ass.
Right.
Nigga, I can't describe what I want. Right. That's like me having sex with a girl and then she like, I don't know, you just ain't hit it right. Well, look, baby. I gotta be taught sometimes how to love you.
Did I get Coney? No, I got Del Taco.
I did have Del Taco a few days ago.
You had Del Taco a few days ago? That's funny.
That's how you know we like
fuck my stomach up, nigga.
Cool. Hell no, Taco Bell be fucking my stomach up.
Bitch.
Taco Bell be like, Del Taco be like, all right, I'm cool.
Maybe I think I'm immune to Taco Bell.
There you go. You immune to eating shit.
I'm immune to just Taco Bell because Taco Bell's like that's my like one of my vices. I'd say I'm
Taco Bell. But I'm saying you're immune to eating shit. McDonald's is shit. Yeah. Burger King is shit.
No, I don't eat McDonald's and Burger King.
But what I'm saying, Taco Bell is shit.
Del Taco is shit.
No, it's not.
All of it is.
It is fast food, facts, right? But I would prefer Del Taco over Taco Bell because of what I have read. What they put it like this: the fact that they had turkey fucking meat at one point, nigga. Turkey meat. You know how expensive turkey meat is, nigga. For just a fast food restaurant, nigga, it was so expensive to the point where they discontinued it. Discontinued. No, nigga, we know why y'all got rid of it because nobody was really buying turkey meat.
Who the fuck buy turkey meat from Del Taco?
Exactly, because all you want to eat is what? Pork and fucking beef. Right. Y'all used to eating shit, so y'all gonna eat shit with Taco Bell.
Yeah. Or the fact that your name is Del Taco and I just want some fucking tacos.
I don't want no turkey breast taco, nigga.
No, nigga, but ain't no turkey base.
A taco place.
No, nigga, but do you understand you gotta have ground turkey?
Right.
You have ground chicken. You have ground beef. You can have ground pork.
I did just only think about turkey breast though.
Yeah, because just like how beef and pork is made in different variations, it's the same thing with any other meat, y'all. Let's just think about it. You can make chicken out of anything.
Like ground chicken.
I mean, you can make anything out of chicken. Yes, you can make chicken burgers.
I make chicken burgers.
You never heard of them? Yeah, not a fried chicken sandwich that, you know. How do you think they make chicken patties?
I mean, I get it, but
I'm just making. You got to ground it up.
Hey, you know, we gotta get you a sponsorship for Del Taco. This nigga talking, we gotta give him a sponsorship for Del Taco.